Hey guys, Foxy the Best here. Today we're going to be going over the top 10 Five Nights at Freddy's hoaxes. These are all my opinion. I want to say this before we start. I have been, part of the Five Nights at Freddy's craze since the first game, so I remember some of these hoaxes, really closely. These are some nostalgic hoaxes, in my opinion. So I just wanted to say that. And also, this list is in no specific order. But other than that, yeah, sit back and enjoy the video. And if you like it, leave a like. And if you want to see more like this, subscribe and comment. What's a better way to start this list than the man, the myth, the legend, Sparky the dog? We all know Sparky, at least if you were part of the first Five Nights at Freddy's game, but when it first came out. Because that hoax was so believable. It looked really real, but then when you look at the full picture, it looks so weird. I feel like for everyone that saw it when it was first a thing, everyone believed it so much because they didn't see the full body. It was just the head and that was it. But no, it's definitely a hoax. It's just a weirdly drawn image. It's very believable. This was one of my favorite ones. That was back when the game first came out, I believe, or at least that's when I was first getting into Fnaf. But yeah, I really loved this hoax, and me and some of my friends thought it was fully real, so we started thinking of how he attacked and stuff. It was really fun. Now we have the purple guy animatronic. This one was very big. I don't think I ever fully believed it. I think I was like, wow, that's cool, but I don't think I've ever seen it, but I think it might be real. I think that's what I thought when this was first a big thing. But I don't know. I don't remember for sure. But I want to say that this one was also a very influential one. That has spawned so much fan art and stuff around just that hoax, that little edit over on, I think it was just a Photoshop thing where an artist, I guess, just made a head for Golden Freddy that looked kind of like a weird purple guy thing and then recolored Golden Freddy purple. I also want to group this in with a hoax that I couldn't find again. It was this weird video that I saw that was before that. It's how he gets into the office or something. And it was a person's silhouette down the hallway walking towards you. I don't know if anyone's other than a couple people have seen it, but if you've seen this before, please tell me, because I want to know if other people have seen it, because I couldn't find it when I was searching for it, but I liked that one too. I do want to say though, I think this was more influential than Sparky the dog, but I do enjoy Sparky the dog more. So yeah, that's that hoax. I think everyone knows about it. Now we've got the Foxy is a good guy theory. We all heard this one if you were part of Five Nights at Freddy's 1. We all knew that Foxy's jump scare was one of the weakest in the series, if not the weakest, other than Springtrap. But when that game first came out, the jump scare didn't look like he actually hurt you. It was the only one that wasn't right in your face, and it was just from the doorway. Everyone thought it was just him trying to give you a hug, I guess, trying to protect you. But he gave you a heart attack, I guess. But obviously not. He's still trying to kill you. I do like this one almost as much as Sparky the dog because I found this one very believable. Because Foxy has always been my favorite animatronic, and I wanted him to be a good guy. Because I wanted to be friends with Foxy. It was very fun. That theory was very, very fun, in my opinion. So, when Five Nights at Freddy's 2 first came out and the first trailer was revealed for it, at the very end it showed the Foxy jump scare, which most people, myself included when I heard it, thought that the scream for this game was the animatronic saying freedom. I know, it sounds so stupid, but when that game was first came out, the Five Nights at Freddy's community was still relatively small. It was easy to believe, yet It was so stupid at the same time. I love this theory. It's just great. Them screaming freedom. They're finally free from their chains of the pizzeria when they kill the security guard. I love it, dude. Old Five Nights at Freddy's theories and hoaxes were just so fun. They were so like weird. And also with this game, you also had the reversing of the London Bridge falling down, having Mike killed all. That one I also believed. Shut up. But I loved these theories for Five Nights at Freddy's 2. They were so good. I don't exactly know what to call this one, because this one was one that I believed in because it looked possible, while at the same time thinking that the people that thought this were idiots. It was a mix of me believing it partially, and it also seeming too stupid to be plausible in the slightest, which it wasn't because it's not true. But there's this shadow after the puppet left the music box with the music box open, where it strangely looked like a cat almost, or cat ears. And I guess I believed this because I had no idea what was going on with the game. It was just a very strange game in my opinion, and I didn't know exactly any of the lore at that point. But people thought it was Candy the cat, that model that Emil Mako made. People, I think, started to think it was that after he created it. But when I first saw it, and I knew that Endo 02 existed, I thought it was that. So, I don't know. I liked that theory. It was one that I believed in partially, but I also didn't. That one was kind of an iffy theory, in my opinion. I don't think it's as fun as some of the others, but I still like it a lot. It's still very memorable for me. So now we have a lesser-known theory, I think. This one is that when Chica was down the hall in Five Nights at Freddy's 4, if you flashed the light on her and she went away, if you look closely in the window, you could see the puppet. Now, this was a theory that MatPat created, I believe, and I never believed this one because it doesn't, I don't know. I don't know if this is truly a theory that was a thing, but I remember it from when Fnaf 4 first came out, and I didn't believe it. This was the one that I didn't believe, but I just love the idea that's, if you look closely enough, the puppet is in the reflection of the window when Chica is moving back in the hallway. I find it funny that was believed. I think I believed it a little bit at first, or I believed it a little bit more after MatPat explained his thinking, but at the same time, I just didn't think it was too good. like that theory was just kind of funny to me. It wasn't that good. It didn't have much cement like most of his other theories do most of the time, Sans Nest. But yeah, that one is just a theory. I'm not sure if many people know about it, but I remember it. Don't know if it was real. I don't know if I'm just imagining things, but I remember it and I kind of liked it. Didn't believe it, kind of liked it. I know that this came a little bit late. I know that people were probably expecting it sooner, but now we have Unwithered Bonnie, folks. This one is just a treat, now isn't it? This model is great. I love it. It's just so funny because this is the model that everyone bases like fan-made before Five Nights at Freddy's 2 models off of. And it's really funny in my opinion, at least now. I believed it when it was first a thing, like most others on this list. But now, as I see it, it is just a poorly rendered Photoshop, and it's using weird backgrounds to cover up the fact that it's a weirdly rendered Photoshop. It's using a filter. And I find this one sort of funny, sort of believable if you are like me when I first started playing and am a fetus. But yeah, I did like this one. This one looked, like I said, believable. at first at least, just like Sparky the dog. But yeah, I like this one. This one's cute. This one's a funny one. Alright, so some clarification. Not sure if these can be really considered hoaxes because they were not made in the intent to be believed by the community to be real. But now we have the Withered toy animatronics. This was I think these were made during the intermediate period between Five Nights at Freddy's 2 and Five Nights at Freddy's 3. Don't take my word for that. It might have been all throughout Five Nights at Freddy's 2. But from what I remember, it was between the two games, FNAF 2 and FNAF 3. But I liked these because, like most of the others on this list, they were pretty believable. Like, the models are very, very good. They're, like, really detailed like the Withered animatronic models, and it would make a little bit more sense with the withering on them. Like, they have kind of different endoskeletons, I believe, and they have some different, like, I don't know. This is a pretty believable one. Good models all around. I do like this hoax a lot. That's why it's on this list. But that might just be because most of the other hoaxes I didn't believe in, nor did I enjoy that much, like the golden toy Freddy one, stuff like that. Didn't really believe it, didn't really find it fun. But yeah, my list is almost over, so here's the Withered toy animatronics. Where would a hoax list be without Five Nights at Freddy's in real life? This was so goddamn badly photoshopped, I should say, not well photoshopped. So badly photoshopped that it looked real because it did look like a sign almost in my, not 10-year-old, I was like 8 when this game came out. Yeah, I was 8. In my 8-year-old head, I thought Five Nights at Freddy's is real? And it was just such a crazy thought, and, like, it looked so believable. I thought it was so real. I started, like, telling my parents and stuff, I want to go to Freddy Fazbear's Pizza. That would be fun. Now, stuff like that. It's just, I love this theory now that I look back on it, but this hoax, my bad. This hoax now that I look back on it, but it's also so bad. The Photoshop for it is just awful. Best part is, when I searched up Five Nights at Freddy's in real life, some not SFM, just some Gmod map models came up, and I thought it was real. This hoax was just so good for me not to include on this list. I love this. It's such a stupid hoax that fooled me and a bunch of other kids my age. It's just so good. But it's so unbelievable at the same time. But yeah, that's my list for now. If there's any new hoaxes that I find, I might make an update to this list. Like, if there's new hoaxes for Security Breach, I will update this list in a future video. I'll do the top 10 FNAF hoaxes part 2. But other than that, yeah, this video is getting kind of long. I'm going to keep it this long. But yeah, hope you enjoyed. So guys, I forgot to put this in at the beginning of the video because my editing software didn't pick up where the picture was in my phone for a minute. So I am doing this one now. So just FYI, I wanted to tell you that. Okay, yeah, so the last one. I hope you liked my little ASMR segment just then at the right there. But now we have the theory that during Five Nights at Freddy's 3, Springtrap would build an animatronic to come after you. So I think I believed this one for a fat minute when the game first came out because I had jack brain idea what was going to happen in that game. I didn't know that there was only going to be one bad guy. I thought he was gonna build more and stuff like that. It was just believable for that game, in my opinion, because that game seemed so strange. But I was never one to look at teasers on Scott's website, so I barely knew about anything like this. But I mean, it's believable, kinda. It was just a rumor that was thrown around from time to time about what was gonna happen in Five Nights at Freddy's 3. But hey, it caught my attention at least, and I guess a lot of others. But yeah, other than that, I hope you enjoyed the video. This is the end. I already did the end part back in the last spot on the list, but as you know, I had to add this part because my brain is very shriveled. But yeah, see you guys in the next one. Bye.